What's up, everybody? It's the DFS Whisperers coming live with an NBA video for tomorrow's slate.
What's going on, everybody? What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing?
Alright, I wish we could have did a take two, but we don't do two
We don't do
takes.
that. That's a
Yeah, but you know,
bloopers and everything.
hopefully everybody's having a decent night so far. My cash line going off. I should have played it in GPPs. But yeah, it's a decent night so far. Couple letdowns, man, from Joe Val. He had 5 flipping fouls, man. And I was watching that game. That pissed me off, too, because that ref was just... Those refs were horrible.
Yeah.
I just gotta see it, but yeah, I just gotta say it. Those refs were horrible.
Yeah.
Like they were, like even the Warriors commentators were laughing at them about how many bad calls they made.
Yep, those are one of the 3 things that kill DFS lineups. That'll be fouls, coaches' decisions, and injuries. So.
Yep, both Joe Val and Pascal picked up basically 5 and 6 fouls. But today's a new day, well tomorrow, so let's go ahead and get the homework out the way. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Hit that bell icon so you can get all our content as soon as it drops. Shout out to Draft Dashboard, dope DFS site. They sponsor a $20 giveaway on our channel once you get the homework out the way. From on there, you got the position optimizer that breaks down all the stats down to a T, from projected points, ownership, value, the Vegas total, usage, fantasy points per minute, DVP. You got the hit percentage that breaks down the percentage chance the player hits 5 times value and all of that. You got the sleepers and studs. You got the player trends that break down different categories to help you gauge value and who's ready to smash. You got the lineup optimizer for those of you that like to, those of you that, man, I just got thrown off. You got the lineup optimizer for those of you that like the MME. We got the mass lineup generator, the late swap optimizer, for the late news, because it's NBA, like I always say. Just because we get into starting lineups early does not mean that we won't be dealing with the late crap. And
NBA cheat sheet.
For those of you that don't know how to do research, don't want to do research, or just don't have time to do research, NBA cheat sheet is here to save your life. From the top locks of the slate to the top mid-range, top value, and top studs, you get all of that and a custom player pool for $1 for your first 30 days. So hit the link down below. Let's go ahead and get into tomorrow's picks, man.
All right. So for the first pick, one of my main studs that I'm looking at is Russell Westbrook, with a 93 dash ranking going into this matchup with Denver. 58% chance to hit 5 times value. Denver holds a special place in Westbrook's heart. Let's not forget that is the team that he broke his triple-double record against when he did it the first time. And ever since then, he tears this team up. You look at his last 5 against Denver: 55, 52, 53, 50, 72. He has a floor of 52 against this team, if you going based off of the last 5. And we seen that Westbrook that we knew we'd see this year, even playing with Harden in the last game, because we know that, when he plays Dame, he wakes the hell up. So, but I'm looking for more of the same in this game, because like I said, he really loves this matchup with Denver, and will give you about 1.4 fantasy points per minute. And I could see 50 to 60 point Westbrook again at an $8,600 price tag. And if he's gonna be playing like that, sub 9K Westbrook, I lock him in every time.
Yeah, it's Russell Westbrook. I was pissed last slate because I was buying low on him every slate. And the one slate that I thought I had him on the lineup, then looked after lock and saw I didn't have him nowhere. That's when he goes for 70. Right I could have swore I had him somewhere, but oh well. Mm-hmm. Up next, I like Bradley Beal. This just screams Bradley Beal's 60, 70 point game for some reason to me. 51, 35, 45, and a pair of 23s in his last 5 against San Antonio. San Antonio have been bad this year. Like, they're on a 6-game losing streak right now.
I think Popovich getting ready to retire.
Yeah, and everybody scored. When you play Washington, points are gonna fly. Like, both sides are gonna score. I know Derek White is already ruled out on the San Antonio side, so 5,200 Deontay Murray is looking really nice, and Patty Mills for value as well. But, Bradley Beal, man, he should tear this matchup up, to be honest. Like, if his shot is falling, he should have everything he wants. And, another player that I really liked around that Bradley Beal price tag is Luka. I forgot who he's playing, but Luka's in a great spot today. But I feel like I could just undercut him a little bit with Beal if Beal is really on his game, and Beal is playing at home as well.
And Beal always goes low on. So
yep, always low on. He's like one of the best tournament players on his night.
Oh yeah, most definitely. And then the next stud I'm looking at is Andre Drummond at an 8.7 price tag against Chicago. 100 dash ranking, 85% chance to hit 5 times value. Projected to get about 45 in this matchup. Now, if you look at his last 5 versus Chicago, 3 out of his last 5, he's put up at least 60. So, if you want to play the odds on that, it's looking pretty good for a sub 9K Drummond. Because, as far as big, there's not really nobody down there that could really contain him. So, and his last 5, in general has been pretty decent. 44, 33, 42, 45, and a 54. So, the possibility of a letdown, it's kind of small, but it's DFS, you never know. But as of right now, he is looking like one of my main studs, because I am feeling a Drummond 60 burger against Chicago, another one.
Yep. What's the status on Blake Griffin?
I don't know.
I know presence of Blake Griffin takes a couple rebounds away from him. That's why that and foul trouble. He's been dealing with a lot of foul trouble lately. Yeah. Like, come on, man.
Refs have sucked this year overall.
Yeah, that's true, man.
You just never know. You pick anybody.
Literally in this last 5, the main reason why his upside has been this capped is he's been dealing with foul trouble basically every game against everybody, really. Like, even teams you don't expect him to be in foul trouble, and he's been in foul trouble. I'm like, come on, man.
The beautiful thing, though?
Yeah.
Because when you notice a trend like that and you decide to fade a player, that's when all of a sudden they don't foul.
Yep, that's exactly what happened. So that's exactly what happened.
I'm already in anticipation of that, so, get you some shares of Drummond if you're running multiple lines.
Yep, and then I got to go to my boy OG. I already mentally told myself, I'm going to highlight this dude and watch him go get 15. Like, literally, but I can't ignore it, man. Like I said at the start of the year, OG's numbers are going to go up this year. He will have those games, and the Orlando matchup screams OG. It just screams one of those 3 steals, 10 rebounds, 15 points type game for OG. City. Like, it just screams him. Like, this is his type of matchup. As you can see, the only time he's played Orlando, he put up a 40 against them. Like, the matchup just feels like an OG matchup. Picked him last game, he had 38, but I got pissed off because in my bigger lineups, I had him, but then I switched him to Covington. It didn't hurt that bad, but that extra 6 points, I did want it still. But yeah, I like the spot for OG Anunoby. This is mainly a GPP play because nobody's going to be on him, and the Raptor players are just playing heavy minutes. So Siakam, Van Fleet, Hollis, Jefferson, whom you got to play with a grain of salt. But, they all in play because they just play heavy minutes with no Kyle Lowry.
Yeah. And then my next guy, and really, I'm kind of just keeping this guy in my back pocket because I want to see what happens with Leonard. You just never know with him day to day. Obviously, if Kawhi Leonard doesn't play, his usage is going to be pretty up there. Paul George at $7,800 is in play. 67% chance to hit 5 times value. Projected to get about 37. And, coming back from this extended injury, he's kind of back like he never left. Of course, last game, he kind of, I guess you could say dudded, but he still put up 30. But he's at 7,800. Like I said, it's interesting to see how that dynamic works when Leonard comes back, how well they're gonna play with each other and who gets more usage. Because honestly, even if Leonard plays, for George to disappoint me, he'd have to score less than 35 points. But like I said, keep George in your back pocket because if Kawhi Leonard, if that load management kicks in, I'm gonna go ahead and fire up some PG.
Yep, less than 8K PG. You
just buy low while you
just gotta buy low. And for my final pick, man, Wendell Carter Jr. 43, 35, and a 15 in his last 3 matches against Detroit. He's been up and down this year. You just gotta pick him on the right night. And sometimes when you look at his trends lately, 32, 22, 39, 18, I guess you could say a 40 burger is on the way. So, but, the spot is good for him. He's gonna, get the rebounds. He's gonna get the peripherals, as in the blocks, because, ooh, wow, D-Rose versus Chicago, back in Chicago. That's a good one right there. That's a good narrative right there for you narrative people like me.
Yeah. He's already had a good game against them this year.
Yeah, he has. Yeah. So, yeah, you could definitely run that because I believe it's still no Reggie Jackson. But, yeah, Wendell, last game they played, he put up a 35. So, I could see that again.
How much is
Wendell's 5'5". I don't know how much D Rose is, but Wendell's spot is decent enough. He's a 1.1 fantasy point per minute guy. The only risk you run with him really is the foul trouble, because he fouls as much as Jaren Jackson. He just manages to stay in the game longer than Jaren Jackson. But, if he's staying out of foul trouble, Wendell could easily get you there. Yep. But those are all our picks for today, guys. Shout out to my prize. Let me see if they got a new board up.
Damn.
Dope DFS site where you just pick the over-unders on players, and then, you could win up to 10x your money. At the end of each video, we give you our top 2 favorite. I keep going over on Van Fleet every single slate because I know he could beat it easily. I might be inclined to take under against Giannis versus Atlanta because he actually, for some weird reason, literally always scores like in the 50s, like rarely 60 against Atlanta. And even against this Atlanta team from last year. Like, let me go back to the position optimizer and confirm that. But if I'm not mistaken, Giannis rarely puts up 60 against us. Yep, 174, but then the last 3, 50, 54, 56. So if you want to go with the odds, Giannis could easily fall under. Now, no Middleton makes it harder for him to fall under, but we just got to see how it goes. Jabari Parker, if he plays, I like him a lot. But he's currently questionable versus Milwaukee because they're not going to stop him. But right now, I like the Van Fleet over, and RJ Barrett feels low, but he's been so up and down.
I'll take the over on Julius Randle because he kind of faced some criticism.
Wow, 32
lately.
Is massively low, too. Where is he? 50, 40, 19, 41.
I'll take
so, I mean, he's beat it literally three out of the last 5. So, yeah, I could take the over on Randall.
I think so. Some criticism just came out that he's not being, like, smart or aggressive enough or something. So
he just put up 50 in the last game.
I think that was in response to that criticism. So I think we may see a different Julius Randle.
Red Van Fleet and Randall for Prizepicks, tomorrow's 2 picks. Yeah. Like them both on the over. Like I said, join the Prizepicks fund. Hit that link down below. Promo code Whisper. Get 25% of your first deposit matched. And a 2-player free prop worth $25 once you deposit. Join the Draft Dashboard family with $1 for your first 30 days. Get the cheat sheets, the optimizers, our custom player pool, the whole 9. All right there in one screen for you. And, these are all our picks. Appreciate the love all the time. Follow us on Twitter at DFS Whisperers, Instagram at DFS Whisperers. Shout out to Space, shout out to Skywalker, DFS Club. That's pretty much it, man.
Yeah, most def. So you guys know what day it is, right?
What day is it?
Wealthy Wednesday.
Yeah.
So let's go into it. Let's get it. We wish each and every one of you a nice hefty bag. And, we about midway through the week, so let's try to go ahead and power through it and, put a little money in our pockets, all right? So, with that being said, we out here. Whisper Squad.
Ricky Tiki Tav.